What's up, Birmingham, Alabama? So today I want to talk to you about what you need to do to get your house ready for the market. So generally what the first thing you need to do, people are always going to say, do I paint this? Do I upgrade this? Do I add to this? And you could end up spending a lot of money that's not really necessary. So the first thing you need to do is gauge the market. What I mean by gauge the market is look at your competition. Is there a lot of homes for sale in your neighborhood? Like right now, we're in a seller's market. So if you're in a hot neighborhood or a good area, there's a chance you don't have much competition. So that's the first thing you want to do. Once you look at that amount of competition, if it's not a lot, then you may not have to do a lot to sell your home. There may be some things that add value, but we're never going to recommend that you do something that's not going to give you at least 100% return on your investment, especially in a seller's market, which is generally usually easy to achieve, but it's not necessary in some cases. So you got to figure time and what's my time worth as far as getting it on the market, getting it sold, and getting to where I want to go to. A lot of different factors. For instance, if you're in a $150,000 house, you want to spend $1,000 to make an extra $2,000 on your sales price, but you're moving to a $300,000 house. Well, in a seller's market with low inventory, if the value of your house goes up 2% in the current house you're in, that's $3,000. If the value of the $300,000 house that you're buying also goes up 2% congruently in the same market, that's $6,000. So would you rather get your house sold faster and spend $1,000 to make $2,000, or would you rather go ahead and jump and catch those houses that are bigger before they rise? I hope that makes sense. That's just kind of an analogy, but there's a million different things to go through. I'm going to do it fairly basic for you today. If you want to do something to your house, if your home is dated, things that sell houses, it's usually the female that makes the decision in the house buying process. We all know that. Totally fine. Here's the deal. Kitchen and master bath. So if you're dated, your kitchen and your master bath are the two things you want to pay attention to. You don't necessarily need to go spend $50,000 and upgrade them. I mean, you may if they're toe up, but you don't necessarily need to do those things. You can, your most basic would be paint. A lot of your grays and your florals and things like that are in these days. So if you've got the old ketchup and mustard tones, you may want to get rid of that before you put it on the market. Most people don't want to buy a big chore. They want to just move in. So paint is the first step. And then, if your countertops are tore up or they're not granite or something of that nature and they've just got wear and tear on them from you living in the home, then you may want to look at replacing those as well. Another cheap thing to do is backsplash. If you currently have a backsplash that's out of date or it's loud or it's crazy, that's usually an inexpensive thing that you can invest in that's going to make you more than 100% return on your investment. Same with the master bath. In a master bath, if you've got the old brass fixtures and say you got the old shower door that's all fogged up and you got trim below the shower door that's wet from you getting in and out of the shower because, you live in your house. Those are things that you want to address that are just old and not attractive. None of which are expensive. So pay attention to your kitchen. Pay attention to your master bath. Those are the two main important things. If you have an upstairs in your home, most of the time the kids are going to be upstairs. You don't have to put quite as much emphasis on that because they know kids are a little bit rougher on finishes than we are sometimes. So it's not a huge deal to have that just perfect. You want it nice, of course, and I don't mean don't make your home nice and ready to sell, but you want to consider each thing you do, and are you going to get 100% back on it, or is it going to be an advantage that makes you sell faster? So these are just a few tips, and I've got plenty more, and so I'll tell you what we do at Southern Realty Specialist. I'll come to your house, and I'll walk through free of charge every room and say, yes, do this to your house, don't do this to your house. It doesn't matter if you hire me or not. Obviously, it matters. I would love to earn your business, and that would be the end goal. But either way, there's no commitment. It's free. We'll walk through and say, hey, look at these items. Do this thing. Do these things. This is what your house is worth if you do this. This is what your house is worth if you do this. This is what your house is worth if you do nothing. And then look at the whole plan and where you're going and what your next step is. After putting all those things together, you can come up with a pretty good solution to what you need to do to get market ready. Each situation is going to dictate a different result. So talk it out. Listen. Compare all the things. Are you moving up? Are you moving down? What's the inventory like? All those factors and more. So if you're looking for somebody to walk through your house for free, subscribe below. My information is below. There's like a little review link there that tells you if I do a good or bad job selling houses. My phone number's down there. Just anything. When you call, you're not going to get some crazy operator. You're going to get me. It's straight to me. Here to help. So no commitments, but be glad to help. Love to meet people, build relationships, those type things. I'm Gene Darden, Southern Realty Specialist team at Keller Williams. I hope this information helped. Again, be cool, subscribe, share, help a brother out. Have a blessed day.